And so this new song that Abba has given us through Jesus, it brings forth rest in us. In the midst of a world that's all the time trying to compel us to laboring and toiling.
Right.
And when it brings forth rest in our souls, you know what happens? Our flesh goes to rest.
That's right.
And if our flesh goes to rest, guess what doesn't have an opportunity to manifest in us? The works of the flesh.
How awesome is that?
And that's how He heals us. That's why He's the great physician, man. Now, do you see how that all works out? And I'm going to preach about that in the service to some degree. And I'm going to explain the fear of death. And I'm going to explain what our infirmity was and what it means to be a high priest. In order to be a high priest to a people, you have to have tasted everything they tasted. You have to be compassionate to their plight or their weakness. You can't be compassionate unless you've tasted it.
That's right.
So He had to come and taste it. He doesn't despise us, guys, when we feel confused or we feel lost or we feel like God's far from us when we encounter these things. He knows. He came and stood in the face of that fear of death and felt that thing smash into Him. He knows the effect that sin and death and darkness can have on a person who's in a mortal body that was never created to ever be able to encounter death or darkness. He knows the effect that can have in our souls and our hearts, guys. He felt it.